room was spotted out, getting information to be gained as Cristo now makes his move in. One of the newer guys here for this Astralis side. Glaive, however, picks up a trade back, so a 4-on-4 is gained.
A good pressure being applied out towards ladder, but while that's happening, Dia spots that bomb control, drops it in the open.
Looking for a bit more as well. Glaive backed up with that Glock. Seems to press back here at jungle as Dia's nowhere to fight. Looks back towards the catwalk and almost gets Zipx. But to say about that, though, that's one pick onto Snappy. As Sunpies instantly in with a scout. Cristo caught off. Dink down, but does get a casualty back. Galil in for MistR. Dealt with by Martin's Deagle. Continuing to strike. 1-on-2. Cristo so low. 11 points of HP. Martin picks him up. And they should have time for this defuse here.
Oh, mate, what a round. Gonna get aggressive up to top mid.
Spray down, potentially against 2 or 3 players, in fact. That's Astralis falling apart. Deagle back in for Blame from underpass. That's Martin. So just towards Glaive. Hell of a flick back. He read it coming. He deals with the opening kill.
Even Dia knows that there's an explosion out towards A main. This is very quick indeed, and Valde catches off Cristo.
Support through blind sprays. Eventually Zipx gets caught. Zorte MistR 1-on-5. Does get 1 exit and a second kill. All right, that's decent. But 2 HP. Backstab closing in. Dia will close it out. Yeah, Astralis would really do well with gaining a round out of this one, but again, Sunpies wins the Orbior battle in mid. M4 sprays a bit awkward for Dia, but it's worse for MistR. The kill goes the way of the CTs, but Blame F is able to respond. Still a 4-on-3 for ENCE here.
And now even Glaive puts a little bit more of that stance in towards the apartments. Player up on the other side, the M4 peeks through. Damage gets done with the dink off, so Glaive's down to 9, but he responds. Snaps trade back, try and drop the player out towards CT spawn, but Glaive deals with Snappy on the short play.
Perfect burst for him, the M4 back for Martin, dishing out significant damage, but still not the kill against Cristo. Dia will look to try and strike, but Martin is getting picked up. Now Sunpies, his AWP in from short, catches a crack angle out towards Connector, and now Cristo's going down, 2-on-2.
Even getting the bomb plant, it's going to have to be out in the open. Try and plant it open for CT. You've already got Zip, there's aggress further forward.
Plant down. Forcing Dia and Sunpies forward. The M4 AWP combination. Is it worth it to upgrade to an AK for the AWP? Might not need to here. Dia's already looking to strike.
They've got nades. They could put an incendiary out towards default. Try and see if they can force that first individual out.
HG's down as well, but Zipx catches Dia. MistR burning, dealt with by Sunpies. And now looking for a rifle. M4 back in his hand. Smoke on the bomb. He knows where Zipx must be. The Molotov comes in, but it's smoked off there. Extinguished. Sprayed through. Zipx can't catch it. And Sunpies is at least off the bomb. But the M4 looks to swing, and he gets the kill for it. What a hold that was from 2-on-4, and still... The M4's in. The AK of Glaive watching, engaging alongside Zipx to catch Sunpies, but Dia is not dead yet, and he holds the man advantage for ENCE as a result. Back to the apartments, distraction held, and Valde holds his nerve the same, finds 1, 2, not quite the third just yet, but Cristo is completely surrounded, reload allowed, and a clutch that should not go his way, as it has not done for Astralis at all today. 10-2 for ENCE. Catch him off guard, but looking in towards jungle, has no idea how close the CTs really were. That's an easy pick to find.
And Martin can even try and work at the gap with the smoke. Another kill gets presented. A little bit of aggression down towards CT, already gets cancelled.
That 4-on-3 scenario. Bomb denied by Dia. Are you expecting any less at this stage? MistR certainly is. Deagle strikes back, looks for a bit more. Top of the ticker boost, sees where the man is, and brings it into a 2-on-2. Catches Valde next, and should secure the bomb down, but he's still got Sunpies. His USP leaning in with the AWP pulled out as well. Close quarters against 1, and the far range of Blame F will keep control for Astralis. Break the streak. Tucked away, M4 in place still. Spray back, Zipx catches the headshot. Sunpies leaning forward, the perfect responsive against Blame F. Is going to get forced out with Glaive's flank coming in against 2 players, strikes against them both and reduces ENCE to 2, but Valde is still trading edge of the smoke stuff to an even man standing.
Even getting that bomb down now, has to be planted open for Connector. MistR might not have that information, and now it's just time stalling.
Flash is going over to buy a bit of breathing room here for Astralis. Bomb has been recovered, will look to go down. You're right about that Connector plant. Valde and co should realize what's going on as Snappy picks up Glaive. It's all to MistR again, a 1-on-2. AK in his hands this time. Sprays awkward. Adjustments there for Valde. And now Snappy's on the back foot, swinging into MistR. Out in the open, the Dane wins the fight. And Pyre stands alone, but the AWP in his hands sees the first man. That's information called out.
And look at the reposition. Get out towards triple. Give himself a different angle to drop the bomb.
Round should be over from here. Zipx being flanked now in from the short position. 20 seconds to the clock. And there it is. Sunpies set to close at an 11.
towards the B side, it looks to be.
Maybe even rear rush tactic. Nades in as Xyp9x has seen what's going on. That'll do some decent damage towards them. Two players extremely low, but they're bursting their way forward anyway. They're not stopping. flamie with the kill. Snappy with a decent responsive. Glaive struggles a little bit and still looks on with his teammates provoking the firing squad. A 4-on-2 being found by Astralis next. Valde gooshed up and taken down. And Sunpius will not last long here. Decent flick to flamie. That's as far as it goes. And brilliant tester for them. Christo finds Sunpius. Certainly is proving himself in that regard. Getting himself spooled up with the AWP. He's always lost those Orc battles in the mid control. The CT side switch has enabled him a decent frag that starts things off for Astralis.
And Mullen's waiting for this smoke to start to clear. Try and punish up towards the top of connector. flamie on the other side will just retreat towards the top of stairs.
Okay, prods on, but flamie finds the next kill in the round for Astralis. It's a 5-on-3, looking for a bit more, and flamie is being gifted these 1v1s out connector. 2 left in for ENCE. Very different positions in the map. Valde does get one to return. Needs a whole lot more than that. Aware of the near and far players now. But not much more will get given up. Might have to rely on that backup to come in from connector because someone's got to go back to the bomb, and it won't be dosia here. Strikes against one, not quite the second.
And now Valde just stuck out in the open. Has to keep fighting towards A to even get back up to that top mid portion. Try and force his first player out in the open towards default, but the counter utility is just so strong. Glaive does drop.
Okay, that's a start. Any more? So evaded the player in from connector. Xyp9x knows that he's here in sandwich and gets the kill for it. Astralis so far so flawless on their own. Can't get any kills for it. Xyp9x spraying through, desperate to get something, and eventually he does. Alongside Glaive striking on dosia, looks for his second, but runs out of ammo with Snappy and Marden. Chiming back to a 3-on-3. Bomb should get picked up, but will it get planted? The MAC-10 goes close, and Christo goes down. flamie involved to the trades though, still trying to keep contention and holds onto the double in fact. Marden now alone against it, and backed up passive, watching out towards that short position. 60 seconds remaining, he's got time to play with. He's been spanned the shot. That's all important. Astralis a perfect chance to even up the man standing, and Marden gets a chance to swing back, get that AWP out of play. Xyp9x being tagged, the Molotov's burning in flame, can come up good. Snappy on the site, deals with Glaive in from short, and it's 2 left standing, both coming in from CT, and they make themselves known. Damaged up from Xyp9x, now dead. flamie, all that remains, and it will be ENCE taking map 1, Astralis' own map. Just sent Glaive. Galil up, Marden down. 5-on-3 now found. AK's picked up. Flashbang back forward, trying to get involved here towards this cave entrance. Knows that the T-side players are around that corner. Eventually, Sunpius gives it up, looking the wrong way. Glaive holds his own. Comes up with a triple. Bomb dropped and all. This round is over. dosia will try fight back for any damage. But this should be 4-1 for Astralis.
And this is looking tasty from Astralis right now. Good sequence there. And saw what Glaive was able to muster up out to the cave and cheater angle. And dosia just has to keep fighting even to try and get the bomb control back.
Does at least pick up Glaive, damage compounding, but ultimately will not last much longer against Xyp9x. Very fighting back from the map position, just in the word go. Glaive swings, and Snappy does get one pick to return, so that's a fight being given up there by Astralis. Advantage for ENCE.
You can see a little bit of movement now coming through from the Astralis side. ENCE counteracting, trying to retake the mid control. Valde gets dropped, he spots a lot of players in mid.
4-on-4 found. MistR going to rotate back out of dodge. Xyp9x inbound, Molotov sent, burning him down, but he does get Marden. Trying to follow suit on Snappy, and that's exactly what he does. ENCE give up the man advantage, but meanwhile they look to try playing towards that B site. flamie, his M4 locking on towards dosia, not allowing it.
Gets caught.
Xyp9x close against Snappy. Caught next himself. Look at how close MistR is towards Valde. He has absolutely no idea. The AWP pick from Christo does come forward. Valde did catch MistR in the end. The AWP has found the bomb carrier. Sunpius has other plans, though. We'll try and go back for that AWP. Been a breathing room for the bomb plant here.
And no smoke, though. Have to get it down towards that back right-hand side corner.
One player inbound from CT. Sunpius has grabbed that AWP, but he's marked him. That's a 2-on-2. ENCE back in his rounds.
And Sunpius is going to try and take that tempo control. They don't know about the backstab.
Oh, flamie. Valde has no idea. He's creeping and sneaking and checking the right position, but flamie has caught him. And now it's all Sunpius who lands the next AWP prick. Not the next man, though. 20 HP against flamie. The M4 did its damage, but he AWP'd his one good bullet, and he knows it. Tap the bomb once. flamie trying to force Sunpius out in the open, but he calls his bluff here. Here's him coming closer, baiting him closer to the temple, but flamie will still win the fight. Bring it back for Astralis. Close, but no cigar for ENCE there, but they got...
And now, friends, the impact needs to start getting landed out to the B side. It just doesn't happen at all. Glaive drops the likes of Snappy. And now the follow-up for ENCE could just come out towards ramp again.
Incendiary's thrown. Valde will try and force forward. Pius does get a kill in the end. Was being challenged for a moment, and now Marden leans in with his teammates. Low HP on Glaive. One pick back at the very least. Okay, that's a 3-on-3 situation. Bomb plant can be secure, but look at flamie already in from the backstabs. Are they watching it? No, they're not.
He might even be able to deny the bomb. There should be no chance here at all.
Well, Pius goes forward. That's not the bomb carrier, though. The man is on Valde. He does drop in the end. Marden with the M4 picked up, swap into the AK with 2 more to gain. Jumps past it. Taps the bomb once, forcing them out, or trying to force them out towards long control. But they'll call him in. They'll go for the retake if necessary. The AWP has been baited, and Marden has rotation potential here. Sticks on the B side, wins the fight, 1-on-1 scenario, and now he goes to the A play.
And he's up against the youngster. We saw what MistR was able to do in some of these clutch situations out on Mirage. 1v1, and he's toying with him. He's slowing it down. He's trying to get MistR to rotate over towards A.
MistR's called it, though. Hold B or retake A, that's his plan. He might just even hold the B site itself. Spray through comes up good. And Astralis maintain control. From flamie now going to set up the retake for his teammates. Valde firing, panicking, trying to get some kills up, and only does damage to MistR. Still alive for him. Pius, one decent trade alongside Dia coming back of their own right. And Snappy lines up 2 alongside Dia. And in the blink of an eye, ENCE brought this one back to manageable positions. It's Cristo alone versus 2. Doesn't see the first man. Looks around to the bomb site. Snappy's low HP, caught on the no-scope. But now they're running for it. Dia knows he's stalled for enough time. And ENCE will finally break the round streak of Astralis. Just came out towards Ramp ahead of the Molotov. And now into the smoke. Is he going to get flashed in? Yes, he will. See one. CPH still wins the fight, still against 2 players. With Glaive on the center to hold out the sideline. And just like that, it's a 2v5.
It's a gimmicky round coming through from ENCE. It's re-smoked up towards the top of the ramp. They just want to pop flash their way forward.
Wow.
Try and see if they can create a quick entry, find some space down on B, but instead you've got players playing anti-flash.
Case of the retake again. They got rifles for Astralis.
Yeah, this time around, they've actually got donut control. This is actually looking fairly promising for ENCE. You've got map presence, you've got 4v4. It now just comes down to how you can bait these duels out in the open and recover a rifle, if at all.
From this stage, a steal that they kind of need here for ENCE. The bomb plant's going to be great and all for the next round by, but really you want to get 11-4 at this stage to come some sort of basis for the CT side. Flashes in, Tech9's tap. Glaive gets the kill on Marden. Pius does get overwhelmed a little bit, but Diaz Tech9 holds his own with the taps. 1 player left here in Cristo. His AWP doesn't know where to focus on. And Diaz got a quadra. Tagged up here. Snappy knows the Zipex must be close.
Cristo, AWP comes through. Snappy needs that entry, and he finds it.
That's one back. Cristo's AWP. Oh, quick flick back of the quick scope. Leans in for more, but doesn't land on Marden. Trades are there, bombs on site, and D is going in aggressive. 2-on-2, again, ENCE fighting from the back foot. Now gaining potential, but they lose the bomb carrier. It's all Dia again, flashed in, but still sprays down MistR, and looks for Glaive next. Nade sent to his position, the AWP watching from the back line. The swing still there, and the perfect burst is in to close the half. Be glory, Astralis, a map 3 overpass calling, pistols in, and Pius' Julies steps up to the marker. That's all important. 3 kills found, dropping the bomb, and dropping Danish heads as they roll out a cheater. Dia even finds Zipex. It's pistol ENCE.
MistR, last one left. And it just shows with that chunky HE, that first contact in with the anti-rush nades, how much setup there was for those Julies. ENCE giving themselves a huge lifeline to get started on the right foot. And you couldn't have asked for a more positive round to start. Absolutely massive stuff from Pius coming in. Knowing that Dia was the guy that was leading the charge, he had 17 kills in that first half. Pius steps up massively with the Julies, and from there, it all falls apart for Astralis. MistR's trying to hunt back for something. He's gained a couple of picks here when the Molotov involved. Julies back in, Valde gives it up, and Snappy puts him back.
Sanpe sitten tulee Ofangelle kulmaan. Tää valo on kyllä hyvä, mutta niin myöskin toi avaus. Tappo, treidi. Odottaa aikaansa, kun Sanpe leikittelee vielä kyynär päällä, löytää pommin.
Needs the ire of the T-side kill though. Smokes against his position, he's back up to get hit pretty quickly. Marden gets that 1 frag at least, but Dia falls in turn. 3-on-3, HE's at the ready. The bomb plant to come down towards the back of the boxes though, not actually towards the open corner instead. flamie tagged heavily and up close and personal.
And Zip's got aggressive out there towards the temple control. He might think about a backstab.
It's do or die, but Pius wants to do. Does ZipX in. MistR and flamie now low HP, 21 and 16. ENCE making their way in close. One player seen. flamie just towards it. 2v2 situation. Trying to hold on. Play around the boxes and play around the smoke. They knows he must be there. Blind kill through the smoke. Martin comes up. And now it's all to the young blood here of Astralis. Leaning around the big box. And Martin has no idea. Try to tap that bomb. MistR leans forward and sprays him down for 16-14. The map win on Astralis.
This gives so much more leverage in the round for Astralis.
MistR plays Overwatch back up there, and Christo down into the bomb site, but Sunpies picks one out of the air. Christo gets one to return, and still on the back of the site here at Water. 2 kills to his name, triple up found, bomb's been dropped, needs to go down right here. flamie can win the whole thing. Julie swing, and Snappy will fall for it. Pistol gain. We'll rotate back into the site itself. Snappy, meanwhile, up in the mid control, drops that bomb to Christo, who doubles up with the AWP. May even be on for a 3K as well. There's 2 more players playing in from mid and bathrooms, and there's 18 seconds on the clock here for ENCE to try and strike. Christo falls forward, and Volde falls down. Bomb dropped. Sunpies is out of the round. Fast plays in for ENCE. Meanwhile, they're trying to take that ball back over. Sprays through on ZipX, only doing damage towards several players. Martin's the man with the MAC-10, and he gets the kill for it. MistR, Molotov's behind the smokes, and he does get detected by flamie with 2 kills. Comes up good with that M4, 4 on 3, and Dia just can't find the man behind the smoke. He knows that he's there somewhere, and Glaive was allowed to strike as a result of it. 2 left in play. ENCE rush tactics not working out towards the B site. The bomb's been dropped, and M4 dived up. Flashes sent over, and his head is tucked away from the headshot position. They don't check Toxic, and he gets 2 kills for it, reducing it to a 2v2, but Dia still holds the responsives, and Christo not quite as good with his flicks. Finally, streak broken. 3rd round for ENCE is behind them. And flamie is in front of the T side. Damage done, HE to return. Snappy's gonna fall. Sunpies did catch that first frag, and flamie stands to fight. Still winning against Martin next. He's not even done. Are in perfect timing. They got a force forward of it. Kills found from MistR and Glaive pretty easy as a result. And then it's catching no luck here. Volde to get out of the way. We fight 11 for Astralis. In by a teammate needs to win the fight, so the counter flash come back with the kill for flamie. 2 left standing for ENCE, 1 left standing for ENCE, and none. And the near flawless round comes in for Astralis to go out. Martin needs to get a kill here, taps up, not quite landing towards him. Christo draws first blood. Snappy back up towards Water, overwhelmed by that Glock the same. 5 on 3, Astralis have control of the site, but Sunpies picks the bomb carrier out from the middle of the air. MistR to fall.
And there's a boost up towards heaven. flamie in a great angle.
Oh, but he misses every single bullet. It's forced to go back down. The height advantage has been lost here. Dia leaning forward. The bomb does go down, but he gets his pick back in. 3 on 3 situation. They're struggling to burst back into the site. Default is a known entity, but there's 2 players still downstairs. Volde tapping. flamie with a decent kill. Volde trades it. Dia back to a 1-on-1. It's his moment to shine. Being quiet all maps so far, despite having a great set of first 2. Sees that last man. Taps the bomb. Trying to force ZipX out here. He's not making his move. Oh, that's a perfect tap.
Martin to peek through with the armor. First contact works out well, but only 1.
USP up against the next. MistR holds him down. CT next up the face, backed up. Does force forward on Martin. The Deagle does strike. Well, Snappy with utility in hand, so it's a case of seeing those flashes coming in, dive out of the way. Smoke's in the way, of course, provide a bit of support, and Martin escapes in amongst it. MistR with a kill, found, doubles up with a Deagle, flanks in, Volde, AK tapping desperately, trying to hold on to some sort of trade back with these rifles, but they just swarm the site, they explosive, as you mentioned, and ENCE may be in trouble here.
Oh, we've seen this before. MistR did it out of Mirage, and now Dia's out in the open. Glaive gets another.
Easy pickings for Astralis now, with Sunpies falling. Volde is left to hold on to his AK. A 1-on-5 with the pistol rush. A quick play into the B site. Wasn't out of spawn. Still, he tries to hide and fight on from Graffiti, ultimately to his demise. He's got to save. Still going to bait these guys in, try and make sure they don't get any rifles out of this position. But no time left for the defuse at this stage. Or at least face on blame.
This is a lot quicker.
Oh, Snappy putting utility down towards that monster position. He's spray through and get only 1 kill for it. Volde back on site, gets 1. Transfer to second. Oh, he gets the triple as well. The 5-7's in his hand with backup right behind him. flamie 1 on 3. And Volde looks in with Sunpies. We're not done yet. Jing doing damage to Glaive. Valde's picked up by flamie. Dia lines up 2 though. Drops the bomb. Is he aware of the next man? He's going to get forced to reload. He must be aware that he's close. Picks up, aggresses, and can't afford to go any further.
He's got to try and see if he can hide. Sunpies has to give him support. There's a player down there to the right-hand side of MistR.
Dia is picked up, the AWP focusing, and lands his shot. Teaser walking, Some Pious picks one up though. And D is ready. Some Pious gets another pick, in fact. The M4 finds MistR. And ENCE back in it. Glaive on site, can't get Valde. And zipX can't get anything. 16 all. Very even kill spread across ENCE throughout the course of the entire map, but they're going to charge forward. Look at this from Martin and Valde. They've ripped them apart. Didn't even wait this time. Astralis will lose the half only by a single round, sure, but ENCE feeling the confidence brimming as they take number 17 to close out their CT side. And here they come, flash perfect, seeing the man. Christo does not take a shot back, and Some Pious sees him walking into his crosshair. Got Valde on the site, finding Glaive next. And Astralis reduced to 2 on the retake. One, they're going to try their hand out for MistR's position, but Valde's not falling. Low HP, he's taking point. And zipX being hunted down by the man does get that trade, but surely there's nothing left for him.
Nothing's presenting itself. No one's over-peaking. Everyone's holding on the crossfire. And Dia catches him.
Pious does not connect his shot, getting caught off. They're rushing right through into the hands of the M4, thinking it might get rushed down. Snappy's AK comes up good though. 2 on 2, they're running into the A sites.
And they can't beat the rotations. This could be very fast up from Glaive. He can fight from Dumbstar.
HE's in, M4 engaging, smokes in the way, and Snappy falls for it. Some Pious takes damage. His AWP versus 2. Unawares of where the second CT is coming in from. He slows things down, goes quiet. Back might be turned though. He checks it ahead too late. zipX closes out. Hold their position. The shots ringing in from Christo. Dia looking for wall bangs. Does give up his life towards Christo. Martin, however, steps up now. 2 on 2. Tagged up heavy. Needs a headshot. Needs the AWPer. Needs support. Needs a miracle at this stage. They lean in. zipX and MistR catch those casualties. And ahead, Martin's going to get ahead of it though. 2 players to find, flashbang in, spray up the first, and the second goes falling. Massive sequence, he's got to go in for a bit more, and Glaive has his number. 3 on 3, still watching to the back site, and he gets Valde next. Flashes forward, the bomb is on the site though.
Now it's just about wasting time, trying to see if you can get Snappy off of the bomb. Still a player out there at Grill. Dia's got to back him up.
Snappy is low, Dia barely alive against Blame F. He gets Christo as well on Snappy's part. Glaive in the 1 on 2, sees where Snappy is, gets the pick back, and Dia needs the perfect headshot. Glaive making noise, trying to pull misdirection, but Dia playing against that, gonna wait for the bomb to get tapped, wait for the guaranteed info. Here's the footsteps, looks for the headshot, but Glaive picks it up instead. Astralis short on the boost. Ready and waiting, Snappy picks up 1, leans in aggressive but loses life towards Christo. And now the AWP for Some Pious, can't connect his shots. Snappy falls, and just about on Dia in a 1 on 3. Needs some absolute heroics here to keep ENCE involved in the Elisa Masters. He gets zipX, that's 1, leans in and he can't do it. Christo locks it down, and Astralis will send Finland's hometown heroes back out of the quarterfinals as they make their way into the top 4.